What's good, everybody? My name is Kyle Johnson, and we're here to talk about my month three recap at Full Sail University. I just wrapped up my third month, and we are doing screenwriting. So yeah, we got a lot to talk about. What were my original goals for this class? I really only had one goal for the class, and that was to put my thoughts down on paper. I think that's kind of always been my problem as a creator. And I think that's what most creators like when they first start off. That's how they, you know, that's usually their problem because you have to articulate your vision enough for you to understand as well as others to understand. Because the film industry is such a collaborative assignment or project, I guess you would say. And so if you no, I'm not gonna say you. If I cannot articulate my thoughts to myself to the point I can understand it and see my vision all the way through, how can I articulate my vision to someone else and expect them to understand? So that was kind of the goal that I wanted to get out of this class, and it's a script writing class. So you kind of have to put your ideas down on paper, and it has to be all the way through. So yeah, that was my only goal for this class. Did I meet this goal? I did meet this goal. It's crazy to think about it, but I actually did. I met this goal within like the first week, and after doing my first screenplay, which was a one-page screenplay, um, I think after that, I kind of got into the groove of like how my thought process and how I should go about putting my thoughts on paper. I started journaling. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful. I love journaling. It's like one of my favorite things to do now. Um, but like even just doing that and just putting my ideas like anywhere, especially like one book, like all my ideas is just like it's amazing. So like I met that goal within the first week, but I will say up until now, because this is the last week of class, uh, I am able to articulate my vision very well. There's some things that need to be worked on, but we'll get onto that later though. But yes, I did meet my goal. What did you learn about yourself as a writer this month, and what did you learn about yourself as an artist and storyteller? Um, as a writer, I am more comfortable in the drama like genre. Also thriller a little bit, which is crazy. I never thought I would be kind of into thrillers, but more drama than anything. I think that's like my lane. I could try to get into comedy, but comedy is a little hard. But I love a story that has a deep message to it, as well as something very meaningful and something that kind of like shows some type of conflict within like just society in general. I love those type of things. And another thing that I learned about storytelling, I kind of write about my experience more than anything, not necessarily. I mean, yes, it is my thoughts, but it's not like just made up thoughts. Like there's a reason I wrote this story or wrote any of my stories. So that's definitely something I learned about myself as a writer. I write from my experience and from my emotions. So yeah, I got kind of deep there, but yeah, just bear with me. Just bear with me. But now, see, as a storyteller and as an artist, um, I think I'm more of an artist, more or yeah, I'm more of a storyteller, a visual storyteller than I am in written communications. I guess you would say is when I write, I think more of a director because I see the entire story in my head, and so I can like I said before, like I was able to articulate my vision, not so much of just like dialogue, but how I want each shot to look, where I want like how I want the set to be designed. Like I have a clear vision for it, and now that I'm able to actually put it down on paper, I I think that's making me a better artist and a storyteller in general. So yeah, that's that. I need to work on a couple of things actually. Um, Even having like a stronger plot. Having a stronger plot is definitely something I need to work on. I feel like my stories just they have a message, but I feel like there could be the message could be stronger or something about the story could be stronger. And something that I found out about myself is that I usually change a lot of things that that shifts the plot, and it's just like, come on, Kyle, just stick to what you know, just stick to what your vision is. And so I think that's what I really need to think about moving forward or work on moving forward. Just like stronger plot, a better character dialogue, and just like not second guessing myself really when it comes to creating. Whether or not you want to be a writer, how might you apply the class content to your life, either professionally or personally? Yeah. Um Something that I will apply from this class is that is journaling really. Like I'm heavy on the get up and just write something type of journal. Um they typically say write in the morning when you first wake up. I don't do it all the time. Sometimes I already got my day started and I'm just like, let me just write something. And I'll just write. But I feel like any time during the day when you just like, what are my thoughts? Just write it down in a journal. Take like 10 minutes, and if you got time, go 20, cause you really can get into your thoughts here. But just journaling kind of just helped me organize my thoughts, organize my day, organize my week. It's just an amazing thing. That's definitely something I will take from this class more than anything. I could go back to the beginning of the month and give yourself one piece of advice. What would it be, and why? To begin of the class and tell myself something, it would be not to second guess yourself. Like I said before, I second guess. I changed a lot of stuff in my script because I second guess myself. I'm like, oh, this is too much. Within this time frame, it's too big. It's too complex. It is really just your first draft. It's not a final product, so it's always good to just have like anything that you thinking about onto that script. Like is really there for you to kind of just break down what do you want to see and how your vision go. And then if it's too complex, you break it down a little bit more. But that comes later. Second guessing myself has, I would say, hurt my scripts a little bit in a way because I kind of moved away from my initial thought process with some of the scripts. I still kept the what's the word I'm looking for? I still kept the concept in the message, but changing small things in the characters and the plot can make the story hit differently, and it's not the way I want it to hit. So I would just say like don't second guess. Like really just don't second guess. Like just put it out there. Just write it. Don't change it. Just don't change it. Just put it on the paper and see where it goes. If you had to go back and rewrite your filmmaking concept and practices project, what changes would you make based on the information you learned this month? Looking at course material, not necessarily personalities. If I could go back to the filmmaking concept and practices class, which is just last month, I would change my visual storytelling aspect of it. Like in a script, I would probably change a lot of my action lines, make it more visually appealing, I guess you could say. Because I think now that I'm in this class and I'm starting to see my visions a little more clear, I can actually start to articulate the type of things that I want to see in my shots. Um, yeah, I think that's really what it all comes down to. Just having that the visuals pop out a little bit more. Cause the dialogue. Oh, actually, I didn't even have dialogue in my first screenplay for filmmaking, or what was it? Filmmaking concept and practice. I didn't have no dialogue, so it really is just strictly all visuals. I feel like the story was there, but it wasn't strong enough. I think it was a pretty good story because it's really, like I said, I write about my experiences for the most part. So I think it was a really good story, especially if you are a college student. Even if you're not a college student and you actually, you know, work a job. Yeah. So it applies to everybody. But if I was able to tell the story more visually, I think it would come out a lot better. I actually might even still shoot it, so I don't count me out on that. I actually still might shoot it, but yeah, just change up a little stuff. Visuals. Of the screenplays that you wrote in this course, which one do you think might want to use for your thesis? I think I have my thesis film written. It's like, well, it's the first draft. Well, technically the second draft, because by after I put this out, I'll be reworking it. But yeah, I think the screenplay. I got I got two really good screenplays. I think all my stories are actually really good and can have a powerful message. But I think my thesis film will be Safe. I think Safe hits home for me, especially coming from like a city that actually needs like something like this. I mean, it's just in the world in general, is always there's always some shit going on. Dang, I can't even curse. um, yeah, but what you get me, like, it's always something going on, and so yeah, it hits home for me because these are definitely like my thoughts and just like, yo, like if this happened, like how would I feel? And I actually put all that emotion into this film, and just even visually, I just had the whole vision in my head. So the film Safe, I think I actually got the pitch document on online, but yeah, I kind of changed a little bit about it too. But yeah, Safe is definitely my thesis. Um, and it kind of serves as my calling card to the industry, because it's like I said before, I love messages. Like I love a story that has a really good message, a powerful message. It speaks from the heart for me. It 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 touches on a subject that, yes, is somewhat talked about but not really talked about. And so yeah, it just I feel like it's a powerful story. I think it's a very powerful story. And so if this like does well, if this movie or short film does well, I see myself actually continue to do more stories like this as I go about my journey through life. And so yeah, my thesis will probably most likely be titled Safe, which is already pitched, is written. It does need to be revised. Got to get the crew together. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, it's gonna be, yeah. But yeah, so that's all the time that I have. Thank you for watching this. I guess you could say week or month 3 recap video about screenplay, and the update on what's going on in film school with me, my progress, how I feel about it a little bit. Yeah, we gonna get to talking a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually like this. I actually like this. So we might actually do more talking. But that's all I have for you guys. Thank you all for watching my video. And as always, stay safe, stay creative. Like, just keep following your dreams, man. Just keep following your dreams. All right. See y'all later.